welcome back to another video. And today we're going to rank my top 10 favorite characters of all time. I actually recorded this like over a month ago on my live stream, but my recorded voice was never edited in. I was somehow forgot that I muted, so that's really fun. And yeah, then I try to just some music in the background and then just text, but that kind of got boring. So now here we are. I finally got time, and if you're gonna hear my voice, I'm kind of sick right now. So really awesome. Let's begin with the ranking. And we're starting off with honorable mention, and you just have to know that many of these come. Sorry. Let's just. Okay, but anyways. You just have to know, many of these comes very close to my heart, and they can be changed every single day. But anyways, let's just start off with the honorable mention. Starting up with the first one, Jesse. Jesse James. I forgot his last name real quick. From Breaking Bad. If you've seen Breaking Bad, it's pretty goddamn great, and his character is just phenomenal. I can't speak today. But it's just the show. But he is such a compelling character. Season 4 could be a little annoying in my opinion, but other than that, he's a pretty great character overall. And his chemistry with Walter is great. Well, the ending was just. Well, you know, but yeah, it's crazy. He was supposed to get. This is all. First off, this is going to be big spoilers, and also, this is my opinion. But anyways, so yeah, now spoiler warning for so many shows because there's so many different media. Anyways, yeah. So it's crazy. He was supposed to get killed off in the first, like what the first episode or something. I don't really remember clearly what it was, but just in the first season. But he was the only one that basically survived. That's crazy. I only watched it once this year, and that's just going off with my memory. Like obviously, Skylar, blah blah blah, survived, but yeah. Of the main two, it's crazy he was the one that survived. Great compelling character. And damn, a broken man. You can say that. Next up is a completely different tone. Is Kai from Ninjago. Or more specifically, Ninjago Dragons Rising. Not before Dragons Rising. Dragons Rising. If it was also counting Kai from before Dragons Rising, he would not be on this list. Sorry, all Kai fans, but it's not. So spoilers for Ninjago, I guess, especially Dragons Rising. Yeah, his character, because he's more older, more mature now. He could teach a younger version of himself, basically, to do not do the same mistake as he did in that age. So that's really awesome. He's just way more compelling. He's actually really funny now, and yeah, he's just a great character now. It's insane, especially in season 2, part 1. That was crazy. It's part 2, because he wasn't a lot in it, and he roasted another character. Jay. Yeah, you could show foreshadowing. Jay's going to be very high up. But anyways, yeah, that was Kai. Next up is Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars. Another different tone again, but I just absolutely love this Jedi Master, and he's just absolutely goddamn good Obi-Wan. We all know how great Obi-Wan is. You've probably seen Star Wars or something. He's just amazing. Just amazing. He's just can't say my words right. He's just compelling, and what he goes through in episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, is just heartbreaking to see, and it just absolutely breaks my heart every single time. Oh wait. So yeah, absolutely fantastic character. Next up is Jesse's partner in crime, Walter White. Hello, my name is Walter White. Hi, I'm Walter White. Live at blah blah blah. Okay, I don't remember the entire thing. But yeah, even though he's technically evil, technically is Heisenberg that's evil, because he sometimes has two personalities in him. The good side is Walter White, the bad side is Heisenberg. And yeah, he's also, you can see from the start point to the finale, he just goes more and more dark. He goes more and more confident of killing. It's just absolutely insane. Season 5 part 1. Jesus goddamn Christ, was he annoying there. Oh my god, he just, why Walt? Why? And then everything goes wrong, and yeah, of the two, he's Jason, he's the one that dies, which is crazy, but he still kind of won. That's just crazy. And yeah, Breaking Bad is just crazy. If you have not checked that out, it's pretty insane, but also pretty brutal. Next up is Mando I forgot his name, but it doesn't matter. I don't want to spend like thousands of hours on that. But anyways, yeah, he's here. You know, if you have seen Mandalorian, you know how great he is. He's just very close-minded, but then we see a little bit of his backstory, why he, because he doesn't like robots and stuff, and then he find Baby Yoda, or if you have watched the show, Grogu. He begins to get more and more of a dad, act like more like a dad for him, like protecting him, and just the most important thing for him. And the ending of season 2, where he has to let him go, is just something, man. And next up is Joel from The Last of Us. It's kind of funny, like the actor Pedro played Mando, but played the TV show version of Joel, which is kind of funny. This is obviously the game version, but it's basically the same character. So, in the beginning, well, he was, a dad. Again, really big spoilers for Last of Us, because that was another crazy game and TV show. That's just crazy. In the beginning, dad has a great relationship with his daughter. Then she dies. Because he got shot, and he just closes so much down. But then Ellie came. He begins to grow more up. It's just absolutely beautiful, man. And then Last of Us Part 2, man, just like I had heard about it, but actually watching it, it just breaks my heart so goddamn bad when he dies. It's just so goddamn brutal, and when you just care so much of the character, and then he just got absolutely brutally killed, it's just so sad. Next character is from God of War, the man, the myth, the legend, Kratos. And we're not even top 10 yet. That's crazy. We're 9 minutes in, and we're still not even in the actual top 10. This is just the honorable mentions. But Kratos, from God of War, the games, I only know from God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok and Valhalla. I have not played or barely even watched anything from the older games. Maybe I should play them someday. But anyways, Kratos from God of War, absolute goated. In the beginning, he was a dad, but he was not that close to his son. And over the first game, they got more and more closer together. And the second game, they had to grow to even more together and still can do things with themselves. So like he's not have to be with Atreus all the time, and let him do his own stuff and his own path, and that's just beautiful. And next up is Lloyd from Ninjago. That's not just from Dragon Rising. I liked him for a long time now, and he's just great. Lloyd is just great. From season 1, an absolute annoying, sorry about YouTube, but I'm going to, annoying ass kid, and just absolutely annoying, beginning to start a war with releasing the Serpentine, but then realizing they were mean to him, and then he got to the good side, and then they figure out he was the Green Ninja. Then he has to fight his evil dad, and just grew more into like a leader of the ninja, and then begin to get more and more compelling, especially in season 8. That's just crazy breaking point for Lloyd, where he got betrayed and all that stuff, and just so in a long time he doesn't really trust any like that much on people, especially princesses, which is crazy. And then, well, in season 13 he learns to, okay, not all princesses is bad, and even more down the line where he finds the person that betrayed him. She was alive after, well, she died, but and then in the end, well, they got a closure, I guess, but then Dragon's Rising happened and just emerged, and we don't know where Harumi is. But in Dragon's Rising, he got even better. Like each season got that's Lloyd focus gets him better and better. And now he's first. No, I cannot take the role of the master yet. But then in Dragon's Rising season 2 part 2, he takes the role, and that's just absolutely beautiful. So now he's the top of the lead of all ninjas, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And his journey is not even ended yet. The same with Kai here. Their journey has not ended yet versus the others, which is just crazy. And the final one from the honorable mention goes to Michael Scott from The Office. Man, oh man, I just watched The Office recently, and man, in the beginning, he could be kind of annoying, but it was just a little funny. Season 1, it was just, yeah, okay. But in season 2, I can immediately tell it was better. And then the first piece of his history, only a little bit of hint of what happened to his past. Well, he didn't have friends, and he just wanted to have so many kids because so he could always have, well, friends. At that moment there, I just basically couldn't be.
What did he say? What? What the?
Wait, not like that, not like that. Just in his character, man. From there on, he was my favorite from The Office. And more we got a hint from it, and more compelling he got. It was just fantastic. And then the final episode when he left the show, it was basically perfection. And, well, the show got, well, kinda, well, kinda bad. Well, then the final episode happened, and I escaped most of those of that time because there was no Michael Scott. Why would I watch this? So he was technically in a cameo in the last episode, and that was really fun, but he was in there for like 5 seconds and then gone. I know the actor said we were supposed to see the closure of the other team, but still, it is no Michael Scott. But yeah, he was goddamn compelling, funny, and just absolutely fantastic of a character. But now we actually goes into the top 10. And man, it's really tough. I still have a really tough time with it. Sometimes I feel like, should I switch up a character? Because it's just so hard, man. Especially with the top 3, that is really hard. But this is why I'm going to rank them right now. And each of these characters, even in this honorable mention right here, can all be changed, like, is pretty insane. These characters are my favorite characters of all time. But starting up in number 10, we have Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Oh man, oh man. Great Spider-Man. The best movie Spider-Man ever created. Tobey Maguire is pretty good, but compared to Andrew's Spider-Man, he's nowhere close. I'm sorry. Even though you have some really good movies, like the third one. Yeah, I like Spider-Man 3. The second one is get out of here. Wait 2 seconds. Sorry, but now we're back. Yeah, he's such a great Spider-Man. Yes, Spider-Man 3 is better than both Andrew's movies, but The Amazing Spider-Man 2 comes very close. I've loved Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man since the first, like, in the beginning, he was very different to Andrew Garfield. I was really young when I watched them in 2015 or something. I don't know when I watched them. I just remember watching them in DVD. I still thought at the time Tobey Maguire was better, but I still liked him. And then more and more time, he became better and better for me, and now he's my favorite movie, Spider-Man. Yeah, Andrew Garfield, great. For, like, a guy that, you lose a typical Spider-Man stuff, and then he fell in love with Gwen. And yeah, the second movie, man, like, versus, like, after the ending of the first movie, when, Gwen's dad, died. I probably have put spoilers. I've said, like, billion times spoilers for this show, spoilers for that, so you should probably know by now. But anyways, yeah. Well, when he died, he said, promise to not let her into this, so that in the beginning of the next movie, aka The Amazing Spider-Man 2, he was still kind of conflicted. He go back to her, being for her, but then he felt guilty, break up with her, and then she was tired of it, but they then tried to be friends, but they couldn't, and she said she was moving to England. But then he was like, okay, and then later on in the movie, he said, okay, maybe I should move with England with you, and stuff. But then Electro, he happened, so he has to stop him, and also his friend Harry came back, and he has to say that the only way was Spider-Man, and obviously Harry didn't know he was Spider-Man. So when Spider-Man came and says, I can't give you my blood, and Harry, he was just absolutely, because he was sick, and he was like, are you kidding me? But Spider-Man, and aka Peter, was scared of, like, there's a chance you could die of this, or even worse. But then Harry anyways got something similar, and then he transformed to the Green Goblin, and then Peter and Gwen, they defeated Electro, but then he came and he recognized, oh wait, Gwen with Spider-Man, this must be Peter, and then, Gwen ended up dying, and that's Andrew Garfield's performance as Peter right there, when Gwen died, that was just perfection. That was just perfection. He if you watch the movies, and even in No Way Home, he's just great. A great, fantastic Spider-Man. Anyways, the next character is from How to Train Your Dragon, Race to This TV show, Viggo Grumborn. Oh my god, my second favorite villain of all goddamn time. He is just absolutely fantastic. So first, when we heard about him in season 2 of Race to the Edge, he was like, he was like scary and stuff. But then we saw him, and you could just see his big mind versus his brother was just more strong, and in that point, and just, the fighter. But Viggo is still a great fighter, by the way. Viggo is just strong, like really strong. But Viggo, you could just see he uses his big brain, and he also stole the entire Burke Village money, which is insane. He he's just in season 4. He was absolutely a menace. Just see him outsmart our heroes. Hiccup, the smart of that group, probably. Vigo could still outsmart him, and you just see man, that is just so good. And why is he a villain? Just because business. That's crazy. Hunting dragon, basically killing them. That's the reason. Like, that is crazy. Like, that's crazy, my dude. Holy moly. But then they thought he died because he fell into a volcano, but he was just ended up in a shore and just got a massive burn on his face. So he came back later on in season 5 and was back, and they were just absolutely surprised. And then season 6, where he worked with some other villains, and yeah, they didn't like him anymore. So he was almost killed by dragon. Was almost locked in, but then a dragon saved him, and then he began to change his mind, and then he says for Hiccup's help, and they just begin to talking, and then he sacrificed himself to save Hiccup, and make peace with the dragons. That is absolutely, oh man, that's scene. I have actually an entire playlist of Vigo edits actually. Like, I just absolutely love this man. There's one edit I forgot to add in, so maybe I'll add that in. I have not made them myself, but other creators have done them, and you should definitely check them out, because those are great edits of him. Some actually are really, like, not just, oh, I can see him, but it's just things that tells about some of the things, not just edits, but also some things that tells about his ginormous brain, basically. Yeah, Vigo, absolutely fantastic villain. But he can't beat my favorite villain of all time, the Overlord, aka the Crystal King. The Council of the Crystal King. Oh man, my favorite villain of all time. What is his motive? Well, in the earlier season, we just thought, he just wants to conquer the world. You know, the basic stuff. But in Crystallized, Ninjago season 15 or 16, whoever you ask, my opinion, is season 16. Otherwise, it's season 15. Maybe some people's eyes is actually season 14, if you kind of Netflix weird way of putting the season out. It looks like that is season 14. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, unless they changed it. Again, I don't remember. But anyways, Crystallized, it's just, this is not like remembering of Crystallized, but just the Crystal King, that he's born from the darkness and wants to keep peace in the dark. So he wants to break the scale so there could be peace in the dark. And that's just so cool. Is that just so cool? Like, hello? That's just so goddamn cool, man. He's just an absolute menace, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's just crazy. He's crazily strong, absolutely horrified, good at manipulation, great character design. Each time you show, he's a new design, and each one is better than the last one, which is so crazy, and his voice is just perfection. It's just so goddamn good. It's just so good. Yeah, it like doesn't need like a big backstory or anything. Born from the darkness and stuff, and that's a cool character design. Really kind of sick mode, and you can't even kill him. He can't even be killed. You can defeat him, you technically can kill him, but he will always come back, because as long as darkness in people and just the world, he will always come back. Yeah, okay, now it sounds like either William Afton or Chucky, but he's just so goddamn cool. Next up is Jim Lake Jr. Man from Troll Hunters, or just an entire Tales of Arcadia franchise. He is just such a good protagonist. It's insane. It's insane how great of a protagonist he actually is. He's just such a good protagonist. He's just, yeah, I can't, like, from the beginning, a kind of weak kid that only had like one friend, couldn't talk to like many people, could easily get bullied, always wanted adventure, finds a secret, like a crazy amulet that gives him in an armor to protect trolls from other evil trolls. Then grows, he had daddy issues, and gets a relationship with one of the trolls. I know it sounds kind of weird if you not watch the show, so please go check out that show. That's an amazing show. From that, and just get better relationship with his best friend, gets more friends, gets a girlfriend, gets friend with the bully, and he is just not growing himself. His friends around him also grows. Like the bully that gets good and gets best friends with the kid he bullied the most, which is crazy. And the villains he helps basically is just perfection. He defeats them, but I feel like also later on in the franchise, after like season 3, he kind of gets nerfed. You feel like he's so easy to defeat. It's just kind of weird. I don't know. In the other season, he feels, and then you are the strongest of us all. But earlier you said basically, like, sure, he was basically weaker than some of the others. I don't know. It's just kind of confusing. That's why you only have to basically watch Troll Hunters and ignore the rest. 3 Below is fine, it's pretty good, but the other 2 you should just ignore. Anyways, let's move on to the next person, and that is Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon series. Man, oh man, he's just so good. Even better protagonist. We see him in the movies, go through that, but also in the shows he grow a lot. He's such a compelling character. He has lost so much. First he thought he lost his mother, but she came back. But then in the same movie, his dad dies. He's also lost his leg. I know it's not that important, but he also has to say goodbye to one of his best friends, Toothless, in the final movie. And see, he has to let him go. Toothless is a dragon, if you didn't know. But like, that's just crazy. So first, no, but he also grows other people around him. Like, it's kind of like Jim. Well, he came before, so Jim is kind of like Hiccup, but Hiccup is just better, in my opinion. And yeah, he's just great. And like, you have to watch the movies and the TV shows. He's just amazing. So far, all of these I've listed is things you can still watch. But these 2 are from games, so that's from playing. But like, still, all these you can always watch. But the next character is probably not a lot of you people even know, because, well, the show was only there for 2 years. Technically, the Lego sets was on for 1 more year, and then, well, now you can't even watch them on Netflix anymore, which is so sad. Even other places has the first 2 seasons, but my favorite season, the last 2, is just nowhere. Probably none of you Gen Alpha Kissers even watching this video, if there's even Gen Alpha Kissers watching this video. I don't even know if you even know these. I probably maybe some millennials and stuff, but other than that, I don't think, other than parents, so from Gen X to Gen Z is the only people that probably knows it. But it's Clay Morton from Nexo Is he maybe a little too high? Maybe, but he, like, even I think I watched How to Train Your Dragon before Nexo is just more nostalgic to me. He was just such a big part of my childhood. And Clay Morton was my favorite from that show. Clay Morton, in the beginning, kind of strict leader, always falling. Exactly the quote from the book. To beginning to grow a little more, add a little more extra humor in this. It is just such a compelling character, and he's also have my favorite color, blue. So maybe let's give some extra credit to him. I don't know. Sorry for that. But like Clay Morton is, and then season 3 and 4 gets even more into the lore of Clay, basically. Well, also his mother and stuff, because he didn't have any of his parents. He was raised by the wizard Murloc. Then, well, big spoilers for that. I actually this, because you can't really watch this, I would still say spoilers, but like it's not really anywhere to be found. But anyways, so if you didn't know this, Murloc, the raised him, was actually the uncle of him, and we see his mother in season 3. But in season 4, we find out Rhaenys Hearthstone. I will probably show somewhere on screen. One of the villains we found out is his mother, and that is crazy plot twist, and it's just fantastic, man. I remember just watching YouTube, because it was not out in Denmark yet, because, well, in a long time, all the Lego shows always come out way before on YouTube, unless it got leaked, I don't know. But I just remember just watching that on YouTube, and then finds out it was just mind-blowing. I don't know why people don't like it ended up dying after that, because like just crazy. It was perfection that season. And I also have a theory that the main bad guy, Monstrux, or many people probably know him as the Book of Spells, the Book Monster. Well, I think he is the father to Clay, because like when he first got introduced to Rhaenys Stoneheart, well, that was something really off with that connection, and it was like, wait a minute, is he like the father or something? But anyways, like Claymore, and he was also had an evil arc in season 4, because in the end in season 3 he began to get more and more stoned, because he got corrupted, and then in the finale he got totally stoned, and that was just heartbreaking as well to watch. But then in season 4 he got resurrected by the main bad guy, and then it was evil. But then later on the show, in the season, he began to conflict, and then he finally got free of the spell, and that was just so goddamn good to see. And the hype for me and my friend when we saw that happen, man, that was goddamn perfection. And I haven't watched that in years because I can't watch it anywhere. So I have to only go for my memory now. I can't watch this, man. What is this? If you can find a way to watch Nexo Knights, please let me know. I need it. But yeah, Clay Morton is goddamn. He's really interchangeable with the next person that comes up, and that is Yue Lowenthal Spider-Man from the Insomniac Spider-Man games. Man, he is my Spider-Man. He is just fantastic. I first got introduced to him like little last year. I know, really late compared to when he got released. I know, but I didn't have a PS4, and I first got my PS5 last year, so I didn't really watch anything with it. But then I heard the games were great, and then I played the game. First I played Miles Morales, but then I played Miles Spider-Man Remastered, and man, that after such a short time, I just absolutely knew he was my Spider-Man. And yeah, in Miles Spider-Man 2, when it came out, it even showed more why I absolutely love his character. Man, and he's the first Spider-Man that you could introduce 8 years into being a Spider-Man. Man, and those games are great. And this Peter Parker is goddamn perfection. His also just suit is just so goddamn good. It's just so good, man. It's just so goddamn good. Yeah, like I just can't say so much because I just absolutely love this character. Oh my god, I've already babbling for 35 minutes. Jesus Christ, I'm just not good at doing this, man. I'm too slow because I just need to talk so much of these characters, man. And he's just so good, funny, but when there's he is also so emotional when he lost Aunt May. Man, that I almost teared up the first time, and again when I watched it, like played it some other times and just watched a gameplay of it, and it almost made me tear up, man. I know some people actually got teared up, maybe because they had seen him a long time. I don't know, but I almost got teared up, man. And Spider-Man 2, man, the emotional arc he goes through is just so goddamn crazy. But now entering the top 3, and these are very interchangeable. But right now I have number 3, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man from Iron Man movies, Avengers movie, and technically also Spider-Man movies. Man, his arc is also just crazy. From starting up being a basically rich playboy to becoming the one that saved the entire universe, it's just crazy. Begin to care more about people. He actually really fell in love, and got basically like a parent role for this MCU version of Peter. Is just great. His character's just so compelling and stuff. Absolutely loved him. Yeah, you probably know if you watch the movies, you absolutely know why I would put him up so high. He's just so goddamn good. He's so compelling, funny. He's just got so much emotion, such a big heart, and yeah, it's just so good. And then number 2 is Jay Walker from Ninjago. Man, he's always been my favorite. Maybe because he is blue. Maybe that was probably in the beginning, but he was funny. He was kind of smart, versus kind of later. I feel like they made him a little more dumb. But hey, that's the writer's fault. That doesn't mean I still doesn't absolutely love him. We technically finds out in season 6 that he's adopted. And just crazy to think about. He was raised in a junkyard, but he could have been technically rich with a rich parents. But I think it was better off he actually, because like, I don't know, because he had such a heartwarming parents. I think that was a good thing. Why, I don't know, but he just first got a crush on a girl that ended up turning into his wife, or yin and yang as they call it in Ninjago, and he's just so compelling and just absolutely hilarious. And we haven't seen much of him in Dragon's Rising, but Ninjago Dragon's Rising Season 2 Part 2, Episode 14. If you watch that episode, you know exactly. That, when I did the live stream, well, it's been taken down by YouTube because it was back when the leaks came out. Well, I was just absolutely heartbroken, and now my reaction is on my Lego channel, so please go subscribe to my Lego channel. And just subscribe to this channel as well, because why not? Why not? But yeah, I was absolutely heartbroken watching that because, well, Evil J.R. Interesting. If you watch a Lego cartoon, when one of the characters has always a blue outfit, they will probably go out through a evil arc some point. So next time you watch a Ninjago cartoon, and if they're always wearing blue, maybe there's a chance they will go through a villain arc. I don't know. Well, he was only in one episode, but still in the episode person. It was just absolute fantastic. From the beginning episode, we saw flashback. We said, "I will always love you, Nia." To the ending of the episode, when we're in the prison, "I will always hate you because he doesn't have his memory, corrupted by evil." And yeah, that's just, oh man, that's just perfection. But right now, number one character, my favorite character right now of all time, is Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars. Man, from episode 1, basically a broken child, 9-year-old child, grew up as a slave with only his mother, then has to leave his mother to become the greatest Jedi. Then the master was supposed to train him. Well, he died, so his previous Padawan has to train Anakin, and the entire council of Jedi basically doesn't trust him, and he begins to grow an ego of that, basically. And he said, "You don't have to have," I don't know, no emotion to a person you should not have. That will begin the path of the dark side. The path will lead you to. I'm not good at Yoda's impression, especially when I'm sick right now. But like, to be basically dog shit on every single Jedi other than his master and Plo Koon and his young Padawan. Well, those are basically the only ones that really trust him. Like, especially Mace Windu, he does not trust him. Like, he doesn't dumb decision, but the way that you guys are treating him, like, he's probably going to become dark. Well, when you keep acting like that, yeah, obviously he's becoming dark. Like, are you stupid? Like, obviously you're going to turn into the dark side when you basically acting like he's going. Oh yeah, he's going to turn into the dark side. He never even had a chance. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's just perfection. He's just perfection. And then, well, he also loses his mother. First he got dreams, but then he tries to visit her, tries to find her, and then he finally finds her. Well, she died in his arms. So he got kind of a murder streak, but yeah, you can see he's total up in his emotions. And well, he got married. Also, he also loses his arm in a fight. We see again more of the Jedi being mean to him, and then he gets dream, same dream, but then losing his wife, aka Padme. Well, she gave birth to that child, children, but they only thought it was a child, only one kid. Well, yeah, that's just wow. And then his only mentor, his other mentor, his friend, is the evil guy, and he manipulates with him. And the other, again, still doesn't trust him, and then he's Palpatine knows that, well, now I can't talk, but like, knows they will never let him in so young to be a master of a Jedi. And he knows that, so he said, try to say that, and then you can sit there, but we will not rank you a master, and Palpatine knows, he gets so mad at that. Then Anakin finds out he's the evil Sith Lord, just the others, but then he's like, oh wait, I can't maybe not give my save Padme, and then, well, he turns to the dark side. Broken man, so many years, then got burned, and still survives, so he got basically tortured. The thing that keeps him alive is also the thing that's torturing him. So Darth Vader stands out, and Anakin is trapped inside, because Padme dies, and Palpatine absolutely manipulates him the rest of the time until Anakin finally breaks free of Darth Vader, kills the Palpatine to save his son, and then dies. That's just crazy. But hey, that's just my top 10 favorite characters of all goddamn time. What are your favorite top 10 characters, and do you agree with some of my picks? Let me know in the comments down below. And subscribe, turn notification on and all, do all that fun stuff, liking this video, but appreciate it so much. So yeah, nothing more to say, beautiful guys. Goodbye.